Hey there, sorry it took me a minute to get back to you. I've wanted to touch on your comment, but I just have been really busy this past week. Uh, so, in the state of Pennsylvania, because like you said, it does change geographically, we actually have something called the Bureau of Dog Law Enforcement, which employ state dog wardens. It's a subdivision of the Department of Agriculture, and for the most part, they handle dog at large and aggressive dog calls. Um, and complaints regarding aggressive animals, whereas humane officers only handle cruelty and neglect. Um, and then we've got animal control officers, which are normally individuals that are contracted out to do that job by a city or a police department, and they only handle dogs running at large, sometimes rabies violations, sometimes licensing violations, um, and noise complaints. But it's like every position has like a little bit of enforcement action based on what they specialize in for animal calls. And then you have the local and the state police who could actually enforce everything, but sometimes animal complaints aren't a priority for them, uh, which is quite unfortunate. And I'm not bashing the police. I'm not. I'm really not. Um, that's what I was going to school for. Um, but it happens. Sometimes animal cruelty calls are put by the wayside as they're not really a priority call when they have other stuff going on. The incident that actually prompted my shelter to get a humane officer was the fallout after the public discovered that a very prominent cruelty case in the local area was complained about to the police department. I want to say it was 17 times before they went out to look at it. And by that time, unfortunately, an animal had died. One of many, many animals in that case. So, it might behoove you to look into what your area has as far as alternatives to submitting your complaints to. Your local shelter. My local shelter wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. We don't handle aggressive animals. And your humane officer, your animal cop, only handles cruelty or neglect. Well, here they do. I don't know about where you're from. So they literally can't do anything about it. Um, so yeah, no, that's just super frustrating. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that was your experience with it.